Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane. Master of Propaganda, hero of the Reich, defender of the fatherland. We're off here to an exciting 1 vs 1 on crossing in the woods here between RedxWings fighting here for the Wehrmacht, for Deutschland, for the 3rd Panzergrenadier Division going ahead versus Ferris fighting for the Soviet Union, for Comrade Stalin and socialism. Fighting here for the 10th Tank Corps. We got him here choices by way of guard motor coordination tactics with a lot of guards bulletins here for him, increased penetration and some slightly harder to hitness there. Versus RedxWings with defensive, fortified armor and Festung armor. There's definitely a sense here of fortification in a sense. There's certainly some overlapping abilities, reconnaissance I believe, but certainly hold down. And bulletins are 2 for the Stug for increased penetration and 1 for the MD42's increased rate of fire. The 2 Stug increased penetration bulletins, yeah, they're not really going to make that much of a difference. At most it might be like 8 penetration more, which is negligible. He'd been better off with, say, something that increases the experience gain, and thus, for example, gets them faster to the first veterans who can get target weak point, as an example, but that of course is merely my opinion. But 2 pioneers here, 2 grenadiers following up here. But again, those sort of throw from his sort of quick rush strategies, where sort of, you know, goes for quickly Panzer Grenadiers, or his others where sort of goes heavily on the MD42s. We've got a bit of effort here, but so far it seems like he's sort of actually spreading out, which is a bit more risky to do as the Wehrmacht. Unless you somehow manage to sneak past your opponent quite nicely. But there you go, first engaging up Pioneers versus Conscript. We've got a small shack there collapsing, though he wasn't exactly the most sturdy in the first place. Grenadiers here creeping up, might go for the fuel pond there. We got some Conscript there. By the way, note here, Ferris actually setting a defensive position beforehand, apparently expecting some fighting there. Pioneers firing off here. It's pretty common to see other players who have secured the centre victory point and then wire off either end here, to ensure the other blighter can't quite as easily get to it. So Grenadiers squad number 2 moving up, moving up to support here, might make it for the building. A bit of shoot over the conscripts. Pioneers here not having the best of days, they're down to 1 man already. Poor Dieter having been forced to leave his friends behind there. Will he ever make it out of there safely? Meanwhile, Grenadiers engaging conscripts. And we got an MD40 in the running here for RedxWings. As for Ferris, we're not really seeing much else. There we go, very early special rifle command here for him. Or well, not very early, but early. Conscript having already won the first engagement, but the Grenadiers force them further back and ultimately off the field. So pretty much, you know, not really doing too well either. The Conscript full heavy cover versus the Grenadiers. They're basically 3 men versus 6. So not looking too good there for RedxWings side. I mean, his overall managed to spread out his forces rather thinly, so overall he's not really getting much punch there. In that regard, he's being swiftly overwhelmed at certain junctures here by Ferris. Looks like he's going to get named fortress to slow things down there. Yuri finally fell down, but the Grenadiers there not doing too well. And we got an M301 here. Could have gone for a snipe maybe or some stuff. Neither goes here for the scout guards to rapidly hunt down any Germans, maybe pursue them a bit. Second MD42 there for RedxWings, so 2 Pioneers, 2 Grenadiers and 2 MD42s. A sort of, in a sense, balanced mix, gives you sort of decent amount of maneuverability, a lot of firepower, but also ability to hold ground and take ground, if you know what you're doing. So sort of very decent mix there, and you can always throw in a mortar if sort of the enemy digs in too heavily. But there we go, the M3A1 here, the light scout car supplied by the Americans in great numbers. Nothing further going on here with RedxWings, and again he's still, interesting enough, he's not taking the fuel pond there, so actually what currently going on is RedxWings sort of got control, well almost control of both fuel ponds here, whereas Ferris hasn't really got access to anything, and I was actually sort of dragging in further forces here, tying them down with the MD42s and the Grenadiers. Though of course we've got the M301 here, ready to strike down the right flank. There we go, sword suppressed, taking quite a bit of damage there. Pioneers go to the Grenadiers there, before, say, a flamethrower pops up then ready to sort of scorch them, but overall here the defense is a bit crumbling. A lot of firepower here that RedxWings are suddenly able to bring down with 2 MD42s. And the response here is for Ferris to actually get a sniper, which could work out reasonably well if he plays his cards correctly. If not, obviously less well so. But there you go, going for that fuel point when the meanwhile RedxWings then reconnecting. So it might have been that all of this sort of action on the rear, or the right flank, not the rear flank, but what might have been actual as sort of a distraction, and basically just sort of decided he's going to sacrifice this, sort of focus on this. I mean, there are a few options there as to what RedxWings could have thought, but anyway, that's it. And of course, RedxWings is just, or Ferris is then just settling for the one here that of course is close to his base, but also where RedxWings isn't really putting down as many of his resources as he can. MD40 being switched over. We've got a mine here, obviously worried about the M301. Good spot here, for example, the scout car sort of tried to rush in from here, or here it could in theory hit the mine. Trying maybe to draw the conscripts into the MG42. Looks like they sensed something there. Their socialism sense was tingling that fascism and imperialism was nearby, ready to oppress them. Well, I don't know, just shoot them obviously. Bunker up there, RedxWings is taking up the SWAT at the same time, Grenadiers moving ahead. And there you go, contact coming up from the MG42, they've got more moving up down the flank. Pioneers moving Grenadiers in a bit of a rather sore position there. MG42 number 2 moving up support here. The first one there going to get pushed out, and there you go. RedxWings has been manoeuvred, of course, with the terrain here. Of course, they can't easily rush it since the water here does slow their movements. He does have more time to get out of there as opposed to, in a sense, trying to reposition, though repositioning while under fire is notably risky. Yeah, guards arriving here for Ferris. Bringing up some more heavily equipped troops there. Pioneers are running back. They're trying to catch the sniper. They're already getting off some kills there in service of the Soviet Union. Medic bunker there. Pioneers moving ahead. We got the infantry moving out there. Looks like he's just cutting off territory at the moment. Oh, he's rushing in. They might try to hit there the side, do some damage. Looks like here RedxWings might try to bait him in the mine there. Better just do that and sort of get a clear kill. We might consider here. Got the sniper setting up. The guards are a little covering. There we go. There we go. Maybe here Ferris is beginning to sense there's something's up. He's too much focusing on the troops, so maybe that is getting Ferris to think might have a mine there. Of course, it might not be the case, but it certainly is a bit suspicious there from RedxWings. Troops reinforcing. Interesting enough, he has taken up, but no light mechanized company as of yet. I mean, he could just go, skip that and go for tier 3. Of course, he could also try and go for light mechanized company. From Ferris, we're seeing no upgrades. It's just so far been scout car, sniper, and guards rifleman. Nothing further from there. There we go. These snipers sort of pushing back some fascists by killing their men. Both fuel points now, by the way, going into the control here of Ferris, thus giving him quite a notable fuel advantage. There we go. He is taking up there. He is rushing for the next tier. In this case, RedxWings must be feeling reasonably confident that his opponent is not going to sort of rush for armor himself, in which case, of course, a tier 3 rush can wipe out. And again, considering the meta game, which for a lot of solo players, again, does tend to involve that, I mean, it's not a bad judgment call. Of course, I mean, he might need some more telemines to sort of at least scout. Slightly insurance, of course, he might also have to then rush out of Stug, which again he's sort of beneficially set up himself for. Though again, the effect is, I would argue, negligible, but still, if you're going for a tier 3 rush, I mean, a Stug is sort of equipped things sort of up, because that way you're at least sort of reasonably guarded, depending on if he either goes for infantry, still, or armor. In which case, the Stug can sort of help up keeping the armor at bay there with a few grenadiers with Panzerfaust. So I mean, it's a reasonably solid choice there, if that is what he makes, though. More troops moving up here, Grenadiers, Pioneers. Veteran one here by the incendiary rounds would be good. Could help Chad at the cover and certainly do some more damage. Looks like he's not aiming for that one. Pioneers rushing in there again. He's sort of trying also to a fire-away move from MB42. Snub there, slightly forced back to MB40 dealing with the conscripts. I mean, that guard, Ferris, now taking a bit more of a static approach. Also, he's being held down here basically by the MB42s, drawing in a lot of attention. Oh, scheisse. M4 to the drop. There we go. And there we go. M301 hits the teller mine that was laid down previously. Comes there, pick up the anti-tank rifle, freeing up the guardsman. Could still get some DPs. No, he has them already. Looks like he might lose another M4 if he's not careful. Take there down. Will he go for the support armor core? Then will he go for the support armor core? MD40 pushed away. Another teller mine here. Not a bad spot. Not a bad spot. So a bit of a surprise there. And the M301 is packed with corpses. Conscripts there not looking too good. And also apparently they're doing something to that oh dear, I don't want to think about it. But the MB40 is still in there. Goes support armor core is being set up here by RedxWings. Another M3A1 there from Ferris. Another M3A1. That might have a slightly unfortunate end. If that is indeed a Stug or even an Austrian that's going to hit him soon enough. Getting a replacement MG42 again, so that seems to indicate again there's a very specific force composition that RedxWings has in mind. 2 Grenadiers, 2 MG42s at all times. Which again is a sensible and it's flexible in many regards. Something went boom. Maybe a heavy mortar. There you go, another M3A1. Support armor core gefechtsbereit. M4 sending up here again to cover. And now basically shifted away the western territories, gained their sort of now eastern territorial gains. and holdings. But there you go, of course, Ferris now has an MG42 as well, besides having more to the snow, and he can actually lay down a lot of firepower versus RedxWings. And of course, in that regard, RedxWings might hope to sort of punish him with a bit of armor, since he will be vulnerable towards that. But it does depend if he can actually hold on to the fuel point for an extent of time. There we go, constant pushed away. Very low. Oh, good lord, white! The Pioneers are certainly might feel a bit heroic there. Look at Sestita. He kills them all with the MP40s at range. Ah. Yes, super soldiers. Supermensch. And there you go, comes the big bell up. He's not pulled back or tries to merge some of the other squads. I mean, they could have maybe used those and then retreated them, but there you go. Trying to sort of force away the snipers here with the Pioneers. And use, of course, the MP40 and then sort of deal with the other troops in the meanwhile. A bit risky. I mean, he could end up losing the Pioneers, but at the same time, it does sort of draw away fire from elsewhere. More to fire here. M301 they're forcing RedxWings to pull back a bit. At the same time, we've got Northern Advanced Guardsmen, conscripts, and an MG42. Making use of the cover he previously laid down, though he could. RedxWings could, of course, wide here off, so that could have been nice there for him. But making some aggressive plays here with the M301. RedxWings not quite able to respond to that. He's sort of playing it a bit cool here, maybe. Then again, he could set it up here, of course, then use incendiary rounds to quickly clear it out. Then again, looking rather risky, then again, the M301 might have to pull back here, even the MP40s, they close up to 2 damage, now we've got more Pioneers arriving. Good there, using both MP42s to sort of cover each other. Very good there, pretty much some of the engineers have been too much. M301, they seem to have escaped here so far, the wrath of the Wehrmacht. RedxWings could, by the way, now, and there we go, here's getting the Sturmgeschütz Ausführung G. Sturmgeschütz. Continued mortar raining down there, though the heavy mortar might consider pulling back to a slightly more safer position there. From Ferris, we're not really seeing much. Again, it could be an indication he's basically playing for the Doctrine armor playing again. That guy, he's definitely going to be playing into RedxWings' hands if RedxWings plays his armor correctly. We're actually seeing a sniper there. Probably in response to the Soviet sniper, of course, it is a bit more risky to sort of use a German sniper to counter snipe, but it could work out. It could work out if he plays it correctly. M40 of Canadians have a lot of machine guns throwing covering fire. No doctrine shed here from RedxWings. No doctrine yet. And again we got the Pioneers are basically sending to sort of keep the snipers running for us. Even the snipers are actually vulnerable to Pioneers up close. And there you go. Sharpshooter running here to support the 3rd Panzer Grenadier Division. Meanwhile, Guardsman on the run, Sniper on the run, Mortar on the run here. Not quite enough to sort of hold back the advance there of RedxWings. That's a Third Reich. And there you go, we got the Sturmgeschütz Ausführung G here. 10mm machine gun would do good there for a bit of extra anti-infantry firepower that is lacking in munitions. It seems a bit of a sort of case of trading off territory here and there, you know. He gets it, then he loses it, then gets this, vice versa. Of course, it's then a bit the same in return here for Ferris because it's not really much to defend his either. I mean, there's no, for example, mine to slow down RedxWings compared to RedxWings' active mine here and there. And each enough, I mean, he hasn't gotten another engineer with, say, mines which is on overcome this. Stuki versus the Guardsman. Pulling up there behind cover. There we go. Cover shattered. The truck flying all over the place like a broken toy. Stuki there gotten 2 kills versus the vile Guardsman. There we go. Good shooting. Friedrich. Almost got that pen machine gun there. Yuri is on the run. His comrade's dead. Sniper here doing what he can to sort of beat up. You see here RedxWings forced to pull back the Sniper a bit there. Good response, covering about there. Another sandbag here, we got the MG40 covering up here, though might want to slightly change the angle a bit. MG40 here, Sniper, Stuk. Some of these are almost white, but they are still alive. They are still alive. Nothing further here though in RedxWings space. We could take up maybe something else. As for Ferris, we got anti-tank grenades, but no further upgrades. It's certainly a bit rare to see a certain player make so little use of the upgrades. Again, he seems to be sort of really focusing on just sort of getting the T-35s, but again, he's just going to give RedxWings Sturmgeschütz more time to work their magic against Ferris' troops. A bit silly, they exposed the rear to the Guardsman. They got some few easy hits there on the Sturmgeschütz. This, by the way, being an earlier model, partly due to the gun mantler there, which was a bit more rounded out on sort of later versions, but also had a remotely controlled machine gun on top and a coaxial machine gun, meaning actually had a lot more firepower versus infantry. in that sense. Mortar on the way have a RedxWings, bit of artillery. Because they're trying to creep up, but instead they got cut down. RedxWings though starting to beat them with fuel for longer periods of time, so again he can't easily focus on quickly get another Sturmgeschütz. Though he's close, able to going to get another one generally. I mean, a pair of Stoogs tend to be a very potent combination if you know how to handle them. Versus both infantry and armor, in particular with target weak point, they do rather well versus armor.
We are losing a sector.
Fuel being lost, sniper hanging about. RedxWings a bit on the defense. I think would stand a bit more aggressive here versus Ferris at the moment. Again, he's not really got some lots of people. There's still a few well supported assaults there, do a lot of damage. Eventually 2, but the cons are taking losses. There we go, 8 kills on the Sturmgeschütz. Halfway towards Veteran 1, going to be being held down by the MD42, not really seeing much there. Stu could be used to push up at the same time, guards flanking there, but he can start again by a lot of machine gun fire. A lot of machine gun fire from infantry, machine guns, and the Sturmgeschütz. And there you go, they're using an MD42 to flank the other MD42. He should actually add in some incendiary rounds here for increased damage. That could probably clear out that enemy MD42 in a very short amount of time. They're only up against Sturmgeschütz. Infantry are moving in here. Surprised he's still standing there. Of course, he hasn't used it very aggressively once to arrive on the battlefield. A Mortified joining in there. Sniper creeping up there, hanging about. I mean, Ferris is getting an awful lot of fuel though. He's getting an awful lot of fuel. There we go, nice flanking against the enemy MD42. I'll then before set up. That's not going to help. That's only going to give the chance to move up and clear that out. And we got a second Stormtrooper on the way for RedxWings. It's the 3rd Panzer Gunner Division. Mortar cleared out. MD4 not too good. Not looking too good. And there you go. Snipers wiped out in one swift, merciless burst of MD42 fire there. It was a moment that Heinrich would feel proud about later in life and brag about to his grandchildren. Veterans 1 here by the heavy mortar, troops reinforcing, and there we go, second Sturmgeschütz. There we go, getting some more kills there. He's going to push back, second Sturmgeschütz moving up, and that's going to get a Pentalon machine gun as well. Good, and we got fortified armor doctrine chosen. That's interesting. Kind of is almost right though. Sniper Veteran 2-1, screaming he's going to become a legend. Not very sniper-like though, you know. Yeah, I really totally killed those guys. Really? Did you hear that? I did. I think it came from there. I mean, rule number 1 of snipering, don't kill out. Anyway, Stooges getting a bit cocked up guard, and then again, they're only 1 squad versus 2 Stoogs. The MP1's probably not going to do much better either, and there you go, wrecked. Bit of buttoning there with the other one, should probably just try to focus them down. Cover up the other Stoog there. Veggie 2, Constance moving up. There's Stoog actually heavily damaged here by the guardsman. Pioneers though are on hand to conduct repairs. Guardsmen they're taking losses. Also fun fact about Panzer Gunner divisions, in most cases unless they were sort of elite or for some rather special circumstances, they generally only had Stoogs in their Panzer battalions, despite, you know, it's saying Panzer, they generally got Stoogs. And of course sort of highlights one of the things about Stoogs, they were not too uncommon, in particular in later stages, they were actually just used as a replacement for tanks. And tank destroyers, whatever the Germans really needed. The Stoog was very versatile and could actually do mod crew there, wiped out the guardsmen. Very nice hits there. Could try for a 3rd Sturmgeschütz there, if he wanted. It is, you note, he's basically just relying on tier 1 and tier 3 so far. And then again, we're just seeing Ferris, he's just basically playing for the T-35, suffering heavy losses there at the same time, though. RedxWings, I think, could have been more aggressive and taken more advantage of it against Ferris here, but so far, that hasn't quite materialized. More heavy mortar fire there, and tactic timing for the mid-game analysis. Current situation is, though, Ferris is beginning to bleed out. I mean, sort of look at force size-wise, I mean, RedxWings got the larger forces, also got a lot more firepower at the moment there with 2 Sturmgeschütz, mortars, MG42s, grenadiers, and a sniper. Ferris has been bleeding out, and again that's basically all because he's there to play for the T-3045s. I mean, he's rather going to need to do something. Of course, it can get them up, but even then, you know, they do suffer some risk there. I mean, RedxWings has prepared the battlefield with mines. Of course, he's not got any minesweepers, so who knows how many more are there besides the one here. And even that could, you know, easily throw things off there for Ferris. And of course, two Stooks might not suddenly winning out in a slug match, but again, with a few infantrymen screening them, they could probably slow down the T-35s. And then, of course, the Stooks will deal with them, particularly if we can get the more veteran one there to veteran T1, in which case, of course, target weak points is going to make things a lot bloody easier. So there's some threats there for Ferris to consider. And a fuel cache might be idea. And then, you know, maybe consider going for a mechanized armor company, get an HD5 to sort of support the T-3045s a bit better versus the Stooks. Maybe just throw in some HD76s, which won't actually have much of a problem either. And use some sort of further barrage. So that might have a chance of sort of increasing the chances of Ferris. Otherwise, mines would be a good idea. I mean, we're not really seeing any of them. Of course, I mean, RedxWings does have a minesweeper, and the minesweeper can't be everywhere at all times. So, you know, there's an increased chance of course, RedxWings just hitting something, you know, losing some men or a Stook. So that's going to be something there to consider for RedxWings. I think some fuel caches would be a good idea. I mean, he's struggling a bit of fuel compared to his Soviet teammates. A few fuel caches here and there could sort of help offset that. A part of me would like maybe to sort of see a tech for the Light Mechanized Company, get out some Panzer gunners, sort of throw in some more elite infantry versus all the Russians. I think that could give RedxWings a bit more offensive punch. Otherwise, a third Stook could also be a pretty good idea, or if he feels a bit more like it, he could go for a command tank, which would give him a bit more sort of bonus in defensive operations, but also just something to deal with infantry a bit more aggressively. I mean, that could be an idea, but then again, so is a third Stook. Of course, another option is going for the fourth tier. Maybe they get either the Panther or Sturmpanzer. They could also be excellent options, but that would definitely require at least 2 fuel caches to sort of make work out in any sort of reasonable time frame. Otherwise, I do think RedxWings needs to try at least sort of defend one of the fuel points a bit more. Stubborn, he's too quick to give and sort of just shift away, which does again give Ferris a bit of fuel advantage, which could actually have Ferris call in a lot of tanks after the first one's being sort of called in. So there are some threats there for RedxWings in the horizon. But let's return to the fighting.
We are ready for action.
Stook here repaired and ready. And these moving ahead there, no Stook to support them. Looks like he's sort of trying to explore his opponent's base. Again, more guard fire versus the Stook. Stook firing back there. Got a bit of damage there. Going to need repairs again. Of course, he's already got Pioneers ready to fix the job up again. God damn it! I told you not to get shot at with anti-tank rifles. And there you go, we got the T-35 rolling out for Ferris. Some Soviet armor right there. Guards here, they're not doing too well. Quick grenade there, but failed to make much of an impression upon the Germans. Infantry crew there needs to get out of there before the T-35s annihilate them there with 85 of the guns. And of course, the Stooks here would be need to sort of roll up to try and resist this, otherwise. And they need to do it together if they want sort of a decent chance there, since with the high rate of fire then they could actually have a good chance of sort of clearing out at least one of the T-35s in particular and get off at least one target weak point. Another push for here. I mean, it seems interesting there for what RedxWings is trying. So just trying to sort of draw him away from here, maybe sort of force him to react to this sort of very close pressure point next to his base. I mean, if you can attack a player there, they tend to sort of get a bit sensitive about it and sort of try to react very sharply to it. T-35 on the move. Stook's not aware of it so far. Actually, the T-35s drive away. Then maybe realising they could be mines. Probably got mines there as well. He's actually laid down several mines here in preparation for any sort of armoured antics there. And certainly does increase his chance of the Stooks a bit more. Since that does remove a bit of the enemy's manoeuvrability, which certainly gives the Stooks then better chance of actually, you know, hitting something. And he's going hull down here, hull down to increase rate of fire, range and some other bits there. And we've got a command tank moving up. Some Stook battalions did have command tanks to sort of help them along there. So there we go, command tank there for RedxWings Sturmgeschütz. Though rather the Stook here is a bit awkward angle, it's pretty much sort of expect to be only attack going through the door. Here we've got the attacking up from there instead, rather than ruining the entire effect. There you go, picture in the gun. The gun's not looking too good. Not looking too good. There's Duke's firing. MG's sniper fire. Sniper actually close, getting wiped out there. T-34 does not seem to try to press the issue. They could have maybe tried to get apart, but then again, we're kind of blocking away with the Panther first. They likely ended up a bit stuck in the middle of the road. And finally, Ferris is laying down mines. Finally. Took him a bit long enough. And again, hold down here, hold down here. RedxWings seems very determined to go hold down, even as he struggles to get more fuel. Elephant tanks are available for him. There might be a bit overkill on the situation. Bitching to the Soviet mortar crew there, bombarding away. We got the T-35 moving on to deal with the MG42 crew there. Another attempt that hold down then cancelled. MG42 in rather dire straits. There we go, wiped out. MG42 crew number 2 lost there. They're quick to replace it. Very quick to replace it. He seems to be getting a bit awfully passive at the moment. He's not really sort of trying to pressure his opponent very seriously, sort of getting control of the victory points. He's still sort of waiting for the opponent to maybe attack him, sort of trying to hoping the opponent will take a path through here, right into the line of fire, the hold down Stucci, and remain there for long enough for it to sort of make a serious difference there. Oh, we're finally getting a fuel cache there, finally. Took him, what, 24 minutes to consider one, but oh well. Better one than none. More mines. Again, we're now seeing Ferris sort of realising again, he needs to prepare for this. He needs to prepare. He's really beginning to dig in now. Only one team for being sent anything, the other one seems to hang about. There we've got damaged engine there. He might have hit a mine somewhere. Oh, where the Stooks seem to be moving in on it. While the T-35 is actually... No, he's missing a chance to actually flank the Stooks. He's driving away from them, allowing his T-35 to be sacrificed. And there goes Stooks. Guy needs to kill on a damaged T-35. Not a touch what he's thinking there. Oh, wait, that worked out for RedxWings, though. Easy kill there for the Zoom, because you said an easy vengeance one there for one of them. Guard moving in, then trying to line up the command tank. Other T-35 moving in to respond. But it's close to be able to call in another pair of them. Guard meanwhile getting absolutely murdered. And there go T-5 strikes from the north. Target weak point, good. Target's a weak point. Fire a heat and fits. But no, oh, there we go. Bit late though, bit late. Still almost fixing to one of the other Stook. Almost got the heavy mortar crew there with his own granat in there. At the same time, got assault going up here on this with MG42 and Pioneer support. Sadly, no minesweepers though. And Gefreiter Jürgen paid for it with his life. Oh, finally getting another minesweeper there, so it's basically got 2 minesweepers now. I'm out flamming there for nonsense for RedxWings. And now we're going to see another pair of T-35s giving Ferris certainly a lot more punch, but again, now he's certainly facing off against some slightly more prepared Sturmgeschütz. MG42 in a very precarious position there, negative cover, so not making it harder for the tank crew to kill them. Students enough not responding to this armoured assault. More T-35s they're arriving with their, well, basically only difference between them and the T-34-76 being a bigger gun and a slightly better turret. Fun fact there. The hull itself was pretty much the exact same. Another fuel cache here, so clearly he's preparing for something. Another push over the cop on. Quickly wipe the heavy mortar crew. Lovely. T-35s are waiting for something. Maybe they're preparing for an assault somewhere, but not exactly sure what. Could be planned there. Then is pushed back by the guardsman.
Assault gun standing by. That's everyone. Grenadiers ready.
And looks like they could hit a mine there. Again, he's got no mines. In fact, he's got no engineers anymore either. Dieter lost his life there. He's worried about mines. He's clearly worried about mines. The problem is he's not really anything. He's not expecting apparently the mine to be there.
Assault
No response from the Stooges there. Oh, looks like finally something's happening. And there you go. Drives straight into one. At least only one tank got affected by it here. With heavy engine damage. Stooges could at least easily deal with one of them. And now he's actually abandoning it. Command tank hitting with the guardsman. Stooges could be reacting to this. Get one, then maybe deal with the others. No, no sign of that. And there goes straight into another MG42 sit down by Ferris. Basically covering up this entire area with MG42s. Bold. So for Ferris setting enacted again. We see very little action there from RedxWings. He seems rather passive here, not entirely sure what to do maybe. Or he's maybe waiting for something else. We're seeing no tech up there, so I suppose he could try and play for an elephant, but I think that would be a bit overkill considering what he could probably do with these two Stooges if he displayed a bit more spirit. Just a bit more. Quick off and they're almost getting the conscripts. More grenadiers arriving. D5's advancing, the other one repaired. Looks like they're finally on the move here. RedxWings twisting them to at least get one easy kill there. Nice going to deal with all 3 T-Phillips they're moving in. But we've got a Panzerfaust here, that should help it. There we go, Stooges flying away from a safe-ish distance. And there we go. Good hit there. Target weak point, good now. Target weak point. Command tank up there, she'll screen them. T-Phillips take heavy damage there from the Stooges. Command tank blocking at least part there temporarily. Can he get there? We got one out of control, one out of control. Other T-Phillips can't assist. Smoke popped, smoke popped. T-Phillips there taking heavy damage. And there we go, Veterans 2 on 1 Stooges. Veterans 2 on 1 Stooges. Other T-Phillips being with the command tank. Allowing the Stooges to do with the other one. There we go, Veterans 2 on another Stooges. Veterans 2 on another Stooges there. There's one T-Phillips to go. He will probably knock it out as well. And there you go. Command tank was wrecked, but there we go. 3 T-Phillips dealt with basically 2 Stooges and a command tank. The Stooges team doing all the damage there. Vicious stuff, vicious stuff. You're not being too caught up here, I think, in the command tank, but then again, that was with the damaged engine. So that's a bit unfortunate, but overall, reasonably well executed. I think a target weak point might make things a bit easier. And in that regard, Ferris should attack from more different angles rather than sort of try and sort of shovel his way through. That would allow him to attack out and maneuver the Stooges, in which case he'd be in a lot more trouble instead, though he allowed the Stooges sort of face them frontally all the time, which is pretty much where the Stooges sort of do their job best. Guards in a bit of trouble there for Ferris, a bit of trouble. And he's sometime off from getting a third pen again due to the choices he's made. He can't quickly call in some other tanks to sort of fill the gap in the meanwhile. And again, he's not got to say fuel caches or speed things up either. So in that regard, you know, we're seeing there some severe strategic deficiencies there in Ferris's plan. Whereas RedxWings still have a bit more to go on sort of long term. Of course, RedxWings still need to grab some territory there away from his enemy.
Look here. We have a fresh grenadier squad. Enemy contact.
Guardsmen conscious on the move. Got this mountain up to block infantry advances. Get back and forth here with the command tank. And then go excellent hit on the guardsmen, wiping out half the unit. Sergeant Petrov wondered where all of his friends went. There you go, one Stooges ready for the fight again there. Ferris' troops are looking increasingly poor. I mean, had he maybe sort of gone for a support boom company here, we could have added some field guns there versus RedxWings, you know, armor, which would certainly have provided him with a bit of extra there. But again, just basically too focused on one pursuit straight. Oh, finally happening here. Half an hour into the game, he's finally getting a field gun. I feel at this point, might be so we've got the Stooges there ready to fight and fire. With its Schürzen. Which was one of sort of, well, some modifications they made to the Stooges for increased protection. Another one which was also quite common was actually laying down concrete around the driver's position there to sort of shield him a bit better. Fun fact there. Not exactly what you expect. Otherwise, another common tactic was basically laying down pieces of spare treads on the front of the tank there, sort of trying to absorb some shots as well. Sandbags was also another one. Mortar crew there falling back.
Victory point. Grenadiers. Ready for orders.
Point there being secured.
Sector is ours.
Got the field gun there, but the Stooks have played correctly to actually knock out. Perhaps really rapidly they're going about there. The command tank would actually moving out, catches off guard. It is being pushed back into 2 Stooks, firing vicious volumes of death. There we go, decimating them almost right the entire lot. There we got the field gun in front of it as well. Not a good hit there though. Pop smoke. Nebel. Guards moving up there. We can still hit by the ME-42. Ferris not really got a lot of resources for him. He's not getting another field gun, for example.
Securing our territory.
Another guard squad coming up here. 10 kills. We're getting caught here by a vicious barrage and volley of MG5 there in the mortar. So not having. There you go. A DP drop there for the Germans to utilise. Field gun firing in the command tank. Almost veterans won, then the veterans in the Stooks certainly gave a bit of extra experience there. But there you go, both fuel points back in the hands of RedxWings. Got a mortar they could be go MG42, which could be crewed. Instead we're seeing more telemines. He clearly not taking any chances with the opponent. Prepares for further telemines. Well, certainly so far actually paid off, despite maybe only 2 of them sort of really exploding, maybe 3. Actually there was one there, so that's clearly 3 telemines. And they actually allowed several times, you know, RedxWings sort of gain a bit more advantage in a fight, or slow down an enemy advance. I mean, overall, pretty good work there. And certainly again another reminder that, you know, minds win wars. Finally getting a fuel cache for Ferris, but at this point it's basically not really going to work. I mean, he's barely got any victory points. His forces have been bled out. RedxWings' forces continue to grow in numbers and strength. He's got 2 veteran Stooks, a command tank, and a lot of other stuff. And there we go. In the end, Ferris surrenders. A loss there for the 10th Tank Corps. 3rd Panzer Division held out against the assault. A raid against them, and the Stooks survived. Both veteran 2 there. So good as over there for RedxWings, a rather aggressive tech-up strategy, relying on a sort of decent tier 1 and then quickly following up there, basically relying on the hopes that again his opponent sticks to the meta game, which he exploits. Though I think he could have been more aggressive with the Stooks. I think he was a bit too passive there and could probably won this match earlier had he sort of pushed a bit more against his opponent, but even then the victory was more or less assured. I mean, it was close there with the 3 T-35s over the Panzerfaust, pretty much sort of swung things around. Target weak point though might have things be a bit more secure in a sense, but beyond that, I mean, there's not really so much there. I mean, otherwise good play with infantry. A bit worrying the way he sort of kept trading off territory. Didn't really try to hold the fuel points. Had he done that perhaps a bit better, he could have maybe had the Stooks up sooner in larger numbers, but of course that is merely my sort of perspective. Then again, Ferris should have taken up there. He should have had something else than just a special life command. Tanks would have been good. At least some mechanized, maybe some SU-6s, or he could use just something a bit extra, so it wasn't just T-35s that's relying on. I mean, again, it is, you know, rather risky if your opponent sort of specifically goes to counter for it with a strategy like RedxWings here, and of course as ultimately Ferris is undoing, because again there wasn't really sort of any plan for that clearly. So nicely played there. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this match. I hope you learned something from it. I hope it gave some ideas for matches. If you did want to subscribe, tell your friends, share it with everyone. If not, you know, send a replay and I'll find some feedback in the comment section. This is Imperial Lynching. Cheers and thank you all for watching. Bye.